Alright guys, so you've been sending me this new ban list for January and it looks absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and just check it out. Live reaction. Fine bros, don't sue me though. But anyways, let's get started boys. So keep in mind though, this is the OCG ban list, which means it's over in like Japan. If you guys don't play over there or use their ban list, it still is a relevant video because you know, sometimes we actually borrow from their list, like basically copy and paste, and then we make it so the list is similar in a sense. But anyways, first off, there's a limit regulation. Seems like we found jump upcoming changes to OCG. All right, so things that are now forbidden. Let's go. Actually, let's zoom in up on this. All right, so here's like the picture of it. I'll post the link down below if you guys want to read the full list. But I'm sure you guys want that React World video. Anyways, Magic Spectre Unicorn Kieran. Oh, okay. Well, I don't really care for that card too much. All right. Oh, newly limited at 1. Speedroid Terratop. Wow. That, well, I guess you can't play Wind Witches anymore. Rip that idea. This was like a generic, like Ring 3 spam-ish card. So I understand that point. In that. Next up, Rescue Cat. Wow. That is a really broken card. If you guys don't know, Rescue Cat has a lot of one-card FTKs and OTKs. But there is technically an errata to a lot of these cards, so don't freak out too much, because we gotta check out the errata, and that can completely change certain cards. Like, you know how Dark Magician of Chaos came back, but it got errated, so it's not as good. So yeah, there are a lot of nerfs for the Rescue Cat. Anyways, next up we got Goyo Guardian. Does anyone even care? I mean, personally, I don't think no one was really playing Goyo in the first place. Nonetheless, DeLorean, okay, so this stops a lot of the loops, FTKs and stuff, so okay, that's fine, that's that one. Brionac, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, one of the best synchros in the game, coming back. Wow, that's crazy, but there is an errata again, guys, which we will get into when we finally go ahead and check that out. Next up, we got Totally Awesome. Wow, this card just came out. What the heck, dude? See, I know they're going to do this. They're going to make it so secret rares and reprint them and make them real expensive, and then you buy them, and then, oh, they hit them by the ban list. Alright, Fire Formation Tenki is now at 1. Okay, it makes sense because I reinforce my army. Most of the searching cards usually end up going down to 1, and then they go back to 3 when they want to hype something up. So it'll go back to 3 later, like Roto will one day when they're trying to hype up and make a deck really good. Union Hanger. Wow, dude, that's crazy. That card was OP as heck anyways, but that's definitely going to hurt that deck. But anyways, next up, Brain Control is back in the game. Again, there's an errata to a lot of these cards, so Brain Control may be like, what would be the nerf to this? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, next up, Future Fusion. That's broken. We already know, but again, erratas are a thing, so we'll have to wait for that. Otherwise, like, heroes can be relevant with Future Fusion, especially when you mix in with Brionac, FTK, Future Fusion. Crazy, crazy stuff. Next up, oh, the most crazy thing, they actually put Imperial Order. Oh my gosh, dude. If you guys don't know what Imperial Order is, you basically activate against pendulums and you automatically win. Like, there ain't nothing they can do unless they're getting rid of this card. This card is broken, straight broken against a lot of different decks. Against pendulums, against a lot of, like, well, spellbooks lose this technically. Any deck that requires spell cards, which is a lot of different decks, this is like broken. Like, are we really doing this, Yu-Gi-Oh? Are we really putting in Imperial Order? I don't know. Maybe it's like a once per turn. Well, wait. Let's read it. We'll wait until we get to the actual effect of it. New semi-limited Magician of Fate. Who's setting cards in 2016, man, or 2017? Because this is when this ban list is going to be in effect. I don't really care about that. Dandelion 2 doesn't really do anything. I mean, Lawn Mowing Next Door already sends like 60 cards to the graveyard. I feel like Dandelion is just kind of outdated. People would rather run the Fairy Tale Snow. There's just like better cards, you know, to send to the graveyard. Like maybe we did this a couple years ago, people would have freaked out, but I don't think that's that big a deal. Next up, Inzektor Dragonfly at 3. That's pretty cool. Sarseraph Sovereignty also going to 3. I don't know if these are that big of a deal. Inzektor Dragonfly definitely shouldn't be a big deal, but I don't know. If we get this in the TCG, like 3 Dragonfly, 3 Hornet, I think a lot of people would be interested in looking at Inzektors again, but I still feel like it's just not that great of a deck when you compare it to like what's coming out in the game. But you guys can let me know your thoughts on the whole Inzektor thing. Like, do you think it's going to be meta, guys, or do you think it's going to be like, well, whatever, it's not relevant. Mathematician uses your normal summon it, it advances your game state the following turn. You know, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you really need to be fast these days. Next up, Mizuki, and then El Shaddoll Fusion. You know what we really need for Shaddolls? Like, Construct needs to go to 1. Like, can we just get 1 Construct going on? That's all I'm asking, and then Shaddolls just becomes so much more viable, and then it says it should be noted a number of above cards, including Imperial Order, have errata standby for... Oh, they actually got a bunch of the erratas. Actually, someone sent me in all the erratas. They're like, I got you. And I'm like, oh, man, thank you. But they actually updated it on the site. Anyways, so the effects of the newly errated cards. So, keep in mind, guys, even though there's a lot of broken cards, guys, they've actually completely changed some of the effects, which means that, like, some of these banned cards, like, Brain Control might not even be good anymore. So, before you guys freak out too much, because I saw this, and I'm just like, oh, my gosh, I can't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Even harder. And it's like Vanity Emptiness, like, it's straight up just, like, auto-win, kind of. Oh my gosh, dude, you can Vanity's Emptiness Imperial Order in 2017. Oh my gosh. Alright, anyways, we need to check out the effects here. Alright, so here's a picture of, like, the cards, whatever. Brain Control Errata. It's a normal spell card. So it's pay 800 life points to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls that can be normal summoned or set. Take control over it until the end phase. Oh. Hold on. So, first off, okay, the errata basically is it has to be a monster that can be normal summoned or set. So that means I can't take any specials. Like, what's the point? That's so, like, mediocre. I don't know. Like, what deck is gonna, like, actually normal summon and then go, like, pass? Like, every deck these days is all about the special summoning monsters. So, maybe if there's an archetype, like, for example, I don't know, like, Bujins, where you can just, like, that's all they have is, like, a normal monster? Like, I guess against anti-meta, who's playing anti-meta, really? Like, I just don't think that I would personally run Brain Control in my main deck, because, again, if we look at what's popular in the meta, I don't think that this is the greatest card. But that's my thoughts on it. I mean, there's no special summon things that you can take. Most of the powerful monsters that you want to take are special summonable. But it says it can be normal summoned, so technically it could be a monster that was special summoned that could have been normal summoned. I don't know. I feel like you guys let me know down below. I don't think Brain Control is that good anymore. Fusion, Errata. So, continuous spell card. During your next standby phase after this card's activation, reveal a fusion monster in your extra deck, and if you do, send the fusion materials for that fusion monster from your deck to the graveyard. During your second standby phase after this card's activation, fusion summon one fusion monster with the same name as the monster you reveal with this card's first effect from your extra deck. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. Is this changed? Because, from what I know, guys, someone, like I said, they sent me this before. They actually sent me this. This is the actual link of the one that I was originally sent. I'll update you guys if this is like incorrect or something. But this one on the Future Fusion over here, it says fusion materials will be sent to the graveyard only on your following turn standby phase. So that prevents a lot of the FTKs. So I'm not positive on this. I think that if that's what it is, like you have to wait to send the cards, and that definitely does nerf Future Fusion. It's still a decent card by all means, but it doesn't open up those FTKs. So I don't know exactly if you have to wait or if, like, this translation's strange, or I don't know. But overall, Future Fusion is still a really strong card if you can go for it. But anyways, another really important card. Imperial Order also got an errata. So, continuous trap card. You must pay 700 life points. I thought it was 800 originally. They made it cheaper? What? Did they? Okay, anyways, you gotta pay 700 life points during each player's standby phase. If you cannot pay 700 life points, destroy this card. Before, I think it was an optional effect. We'll open up Yu-Gi-Oh! Wait, hold on. I swear it was 800 before. Did they really just change this? Hold on. We're checking it right now. Imperial Order. It was 7. Okay, so its original effect was, as long as this card remains face up on the field, negate the effects of all spell cards on the field. Pay 700 life points during each of your standby phase. If you do not, this card is destroyed. So I think it's a mandatory effect now, is what it's trying to say. Because it says you must pay. But anyways, while this card is in the spell and trap zone, negate all spell effects on the field. Wait, so, like, if you activate something, I can just negate it. Yeah, like, these wordings are really strange. Again, these are probably just translations. At first, I thought they made a discount. Could you imagine? They're like, well, we brought out, like, Imperial Order to make it cheaper. I still think it's a viable card. It's definitely good against, like, you know, Pendulum decks, even if they have to, like, activate the card. Like, you can't. I think that's pretty decent. Definitely a card I think a lot of players will definitely be excited to use, or like upset that people are running this, because this could completely destroy certain decks. That's crazy. I didn't expect that. But Rescue Cat apparently got an errata. Brionac got an errata too. Yugioh Guardian errata. I don't understand this. It's level 6, 28. Okay, synchro materials, 1 Earth Tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. When this card destroys a monster and sends the graveyard, you can special summon it to your side of the field and find. So I guess it requires an Earth Tuner, right? Yugioh Guardian didn't originally. Hold on. What did they change on this? I think Yugioh Guardian before, it didn't require those specific ones. Yeah, it's just 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuners. So I guess Yugioh Guardian has different summoning. Dude, you can't just like change that. Like, I don't know. You guys know I hate the idea of errata. Just ban the card, make another card, so younger players that have the old cards don't get confused. Like this is like they change his summoning requirements. You can't do that, man. All right. More importantly, Brionac Dragon of the Ice Bear also got an errata. Anyways, level 6. Yeah, synchro. Does it require something like what requires water or something? Okay. Anyways, 23 attack, 1400 defense. Really broken card. If it's not changed, but. Anyways, you can only use this effective. Oh, that's what they changed. Oh, hold on. Brionac before you could do it. Brionac Dragon of the Ice Bear. Yeah, it used to be you can discard any number of cards and then you get to bounce back the same number. Okay, so they've changed it so you can only use this effect once per turn. And then on top of that, it says you can discard to the card any number of cards on target, that many cards your opponent. Oh, wow, that's like super bad. You can't like loop, which is technically a good thing, but like that's a different card. This card like sucks compared to what it used to do. For the most part, though, how it was used before, guys, in the past was you literally would you would summon Brionac, you bounce back everything, and you would attack for game. That was the idea. So it still has that idea in mind. So the card is technically super nerfed for a lot of FTKs, loops, and crazy stuff, but it still at its core does the same thing that it was intended to do. It wasn't intended, I think, to do FTKs, loops, and crazy stuff. But yeah, that's a completely different card, man. It does at its core the same thing. But I still think it's a good card. Like, it's still definitely one of the best level 6s in the game for Synchro. I know this card's going to shoot up in price in the TCG because, again, guys, even though this is the OCG ban list, people will follow it because they usually it can be quite similar. Next up, Rescue Cat also got an errata. Level 4 Beast type. If you guys know, this card opened. There's a deck all about Rescue Cat. It's broken. That was back in the day, got pretty much nerfed. Dark Strike Fighter was like a combo piece. But anyways, you only use effective once per turn. First effect is you can send this card to the graveyard to special summon 2 level 3 or lower beast-type monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated. Also, they're destroying the end phase. Okay, so negates their effects. That's, yeah, that's a pretty big deal. So I guess, like, the idea of, like, Yugioh 1 step forward, 10 steps back, like, you hit Terror Top because you don't like a 1 card, you know, rank 3s, but like you can do a 1 card rank 3. I guess Terror Top was splashed into other decks, and then you also have to have to be Beast, so it's like a less good version of it. But I don't know. Okay, I have really mixed feelings about this ban list. I don't feel like it's that great. Like they brought back a lot of cards, but they're just. Like, the Yugioh Guardian, like, I don't think that's that crazy. I think the most insane, like, change to this is really going to be that Imperial Order. Like, that is some crazy stuff, man. I feel like that's the card that's really going to be, like, game-defining and going to be, like, a card that really tries to change up what we play in the game. But it's like one of those cards where, like, your opponent might just quit. Like, I don't like how you cannot Yu-Gi-Oh! But you guys can let me know your thoughts on anything below. Do you guys think any deck will be good? I mean, Inzektor's technically got a huge boost. Dragonfly is now at 3 in the OCG. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know your guys' thoughts, or what do you think should have been hit or should not have been hit on the ban list. That's crazy. Like, this card just came out, and they're already hitting it. But, you know, that's just the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cycle, man. We gotta buy them expensive cards, and they ban them. And then we gotta reprint those cards that are, like, the similar effects. Crazy stuff, man. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below, and I'll link it if you guys want to check it out yourself. But thanks for watching, guys. And if you guys think this ban list is not that great, kind of like I think it's just not that great, leave a like because I just want to get your guys' feedback on this because I think this ban list is really not that great. But let me know your thoughts down below. But thanks for watching, guys, and I am signing out.